So basically, my jobs can be divided into three different categories. One, the Andrea Metcalf lifestyle brand. Two, creative content producer and talent at Women's Forum. And three, chief marketing officer of VersaFlex, which is a fitness company.
But what we don't know about Andrea Metcalf are the stories behind the speaking engagements and appearances we all see on TV and social media.
Most people see me as someone who's really confident and always ready, but there are those moments, especially when I walk into a big event, that I'm nervous and I don't know how to handle when someone comes up and says, "Oh, I like what you're doing." I'm like, okay, it's a very strange feeling. The other thing I think people don't realize is, although I'm a fitness and lifestyle expert, is I struggle with weight as well. You know, the last few years after not being in a fitness studio and working out every day as a paid class, I have to do it like everybody else, and I'm trying to find moments to sneak it in, and I don't like it either. And I don't like worrying about bringing a can of tuna to have for lunch instead of going out and having my favorite foods like pizza, wine, and chocolate.
In between juggling work, family, and living a normal life like everyone else, Metcalf still takes time to reflect on a moment when her career launched.
The most memorable success story I've had really is getting that book launched. It seems like such a small thing in many ways, and yet such a big undertaking, but that's been one thing. Oh, actually, I can think of one that's even bigger. My biggest success story, and sometimes you forget because you go down the years and you pass them up and you go to the next one, was producing my first television show. Fit Today, I went around and said, I think I'd like to do this, and I think this is the idea, and people were like, great. And then you went back to the people who said this is great, and nobody wanted to sponsor it. So I found myself trying to figure out how to make almost $100,000 in sponsorship, and that was just to buy the airtime and do the production costs. That wasn't to make any money. That was just to put it out. And the show lives on today. It's called Living Healthy Chicago, and of course CLTV and WGN own it now. But that was probably one of my biggest accomplishments, because I have no background in doing TV. But I think the greatest accomplishment is just the networking and friendships that I've made, because there's no price on that. And they keep going on forever, and they multiply, and they just seem to, keep seeming to advance where my passions are lying.